Up next, angry police issue stern warnings after a shocking run of drink driving charges. Residents vow to fight the final plan for Bunbury's controversial Outer Ring Road. And the match win that's broken a footy club's 15-year drought.
This is GWN7 Local News with Noel Brunning and Shauna Willis.
A spate of drink drivers leaves Southwest Police shocked. A Kimberley school pays tribute to a young teacher who died suddenly. Fears for native possums as plans for the Bunbury Outer Ring Road move forward. And house prices in regional WA have dropped by more than 30%.
It's now 5:30 and we're live across Western Australia.
Good evening. First tonight, Harvey police have been left shocked and frustrated over a spate of drink drivers they've caught out over the past 2 weeks. One driver blew more than 4 times the limit, while another was still on her learner's permit.
Drink driving continues to be a scourge on country roads.
We all drive on the roads, and especially the southwest, it's a very high traffic area, and Harvey is sort of classed as a gateway to the southwest, one of, so we do get a lot of traffic.
Tom Marlowe, GWN7 News.
Students and staff at John Paul College in Kalgoorlie have paid tribute to former teacher Dominique O'Reilly, who died suddenly last week. The 36-year-old mother was suffering from flu-like symptoms before she died. This video showing students signing messages of remembrance for the teacher was uploaded to the school's Facebook page. A GoFundMe page has also been set up for her family, and hundreds of people have contributed, with donations now far exceeding the original target of $1,000. Opposition is growing again over the government's plans for the Bunbury Outer Ring Road, with Jallurup residents complaining the road will be too close to their properties, and wildlife carers are concerned that land clearance for the project will endanger the local ringtail possums.
Robin Walsh has lived on this 5-acre Jallurup property with her husband for 16 years.
I'm gutted.
They moved here from Kalgoorlie after they say main roads indicated that the Bunbury Outer Ring Road would probably not happen.
And we were told that it has been in the program for the last 20 years. It was never going to happen. They're never going to get the road approved for funds.
Christina Simic, GWN 7 News.
New figures show just how far the WA regional housing market has dropped since the end of the mining boom. On average, house prices in country WA have fallen by over 30% in that time. That's bad news for homeowners, but good news for people who want to buy a house.
If you've been putting off a decision on buying a house, these latest figures might just persuade you to put in an offer.
A Kalgoorlie man is facing a $4,000 fine and more than $8,000 in court costs for not removing a shipping container from his property on Park Street near the top end of Hannon Street. Luke Ruderman has covered the container in messages which are critical of the council and police. The council claims under local planning laws the area is zoned for housing and that the land is being unlawfully used. Mr Ruderman is planning to challenge the fines and the costs. From next month, the Australian definition of lamb is changing. Meat consumers won't notice much difference, but for farmers, it'll mean a multi-million-dollar boost to the industry.
A lamb is considered a lamb if it hasn't yet cut its incisor teeth. After that, it becomes a hogget and sells for less. But under a new definition in force from July, a lamb will be 12 months or younger, or with incisor teeth that are shorter than milk teeth.
This change in definition is going to add about $50 per animal into the farmer's pocket, which is going to create a $10 million boost.
Sarah Naven, GWN 7 News.
Now let's take a look at your weather, and I hope you enjoyed the sunshine because tomorrow is looking wild and wet. It was a sunny and rain-free Wednesday though across much of the state. Those dry southeasterlies continue to push across our northern districts, while south we had more northeasterlies, gusty in patches. Those winds coming off a high sitting in the Bight. Another very chilly morning inland. A sunny 25 in Wyndham. Derby was our official hotspot today with a top of 30 degrees. Broome reached 28. 28, 14 before 27 in Port Hedland, Karratha and Exmouth 25, a cooler 22 in Newman. 27 degrees in Carnarvon, just 8 before 26 in Geraldton. Meekatharra with a top of 22, 20 degrees in Leinster, Leonora and Laverton today, and Kalgoorlie reached 19. Bunbury 21 and Albany 22. A cool start south though. Colleen Eyre recorded our official lowest minimum, dropping down to just -2. Lake Grace and Esperance both reached 21 and it was 19 in the Euclid. Pretty much rain-free overnight, so straight to our weather wall. And a big thanks to Angela and Isla from the Year 2 and 3 class at Calabarin District High School, and Tobia, our helper from Mount Minipex Primary School. And say hello to Serena, Alexander and Hamish, our weather wallers from Newman Primary School's Year 5 and 6 class. And I'll be back after sport with a look at what the weather is doing at your place. After the break, how to fish for barramundi in the Kimberley without worrying about crocs. And a new report says life is tougher for kids today than it was for their parents.
Stay in touch 24/7 at GWN7.com.au.
A new report says life for today's kids is much harder than it was for their mums and dads. And parents in the regions worry most about bullying and online safety.
Today's youngsters have a tougher childhood than their parents, according to mums and dads themselves.
Foodbank WA has launched its winter appeal to help people doing it tough during the coldest months of the year, and they need your help. Foodbank needs donations to put together over 500,000 meals a month they distribute throughout the state.
This winter, over 1.5 million food bank meals will help feed the hungry in Western Australia, and its regional centres across the state need your help.
Catching barramundi in the Kimberley is becoming a lot easier and safer, with Lake Kununurra being set up as a freshwater barramundi fishing paradise. It's perfect for adventure fishers as well as families looking for somewhere to throw in a line without any saltwater crocs to bother them.
Another consignment of barramundi fingerlings reaches Lake Kununurra. These ones have travelled 1,000 kilometres to get here, all the way from Broome TAFE, where the breeding program is based. And another 100,000 barramundi fingerlings will be put into Lake Kununurra later this year. Vicky Burak, GWN7 News.
Coming up next in sport, the Northampton Footy Club breaks a major drought, and the Midwest Taekwondo stars set to compete on the world stage. Four Geraldton Taekwondo athletes will be representing Australia at this year's World Championships. They're from the Oceanic Taekwondo Academy, and they'll be up against tough competition when they arrive in Bulgaria in August.
Taekwondo takes perseverance, strength, flexibility and agility, and 3 Geraldton athletes have proven they have what it takes to represent Australia in the World Championships.
Northampton Football Club has broken a major drought by beating Railways Football Club for the first time in 15 years. The score 78-66, and the Northampton Rams will hope their drought-breaking streak continues this weekend when they take on Towns on Sunday at 2 p.m. The Rams haven't beaten Towns since 2004. Chapman Valley take on Rovers on Saturday, and Brigades will head to the country to take on Mullewa in Mullewa. And I'll be back after the break with a look at tomorrow's wild weather. Then ahead in 7 News, why elective surgeries in WA hospitals could be cancelled. Hello, time to dust off the umbrellas south. The cold front reaches the southwest tomorrow evening. Now ahead of the front, severe weather with damaging winds through the day, gusts reaching 100 kilometres an hour from tomorrow morning. Moderate to heavy falls are expected with showers reaching as far as the northern Gascoyne. Friday, that rain will extend throughout the Gascoyne and southwest land division up to the western Pilbara, across to the goldfields during the day. There is a chance of a thunderstorm near the southwest coast. Heavy falls expected over the western Gascoyne and northern central west. Saturday, that rain continues, extending from the northeast Gascoyne to the southern interior. There is a chance of a thunderstorm southwest of Perth to Hyden and Bremer Bay, and hail with showers and thunderstorms over the southwest Capes in the late evening. Another strong cold front will appear late Sunday. Hail and thunderstorms are expected to continue in the southwest land division, southern goldfields and Eucla, and there is a chance of a thunderstorm southwest of Windy Harbour to Hyden and Ayr. It's clear skies though, and 28 for Columbaroo tomorrow, 26 for Kununurra. Broome and Derby should reach 29, 14 before 24 in Karratha. Port Hedland 26, and a windy day for Exmouth, 25 degrees. Taking a look west, Denham, windy and 25, 22 in Mount Magnet, Kalbarri showers and 26, and 25 is the top for Geraldton. Rain and damaging winds expected south at Bunbury and Bustleton 21, 8 before 20 in Collie. Albany should reach 21 and 20 degrees in Manjimup. Northern with a top of 21 and a windy 21 in Merredin. And a windy day ahead for Lake Grace, 20 degrees, Esperance 23. Mostly sunny through the goldfields, 5 before 20 in Kalgoorlie and 21 the top in Leonora. Let's check marine conditions. It is terrible boating north tomorrow. Strong wind gale warnings have been issued. Gale force conditions for the west coast, looking at strengths from 30 to 45 knots and swells to 5 metres off the Leuven coast. To southern waters, a strong wind warning in place for the Esperance and Eucla coast. A gale warning is in place off the Albany coastline. A look around the nation tomorrow, mostly sunny and 24 in Cairns. A chilly start for Canberra with a low of -3 before 14, and back west Perth should reach 21. That's GWN7 News, Sport and Weather for another Wednesday. We'll be back later with updates. For news at any time, head to our website or join the conversation on our Facebook page. 7 News from Perth is next from our team right across the state. Good night, Western Australia.